Hey, what's going on everybody, and welcome back to another Ready or Not video. Before we get started, I'd like to shout out my partnership, Buy Games Cheaper with Instant Gaming. The affiliate link will be down below in the description if you guys want to check that out. In this video, we're going to be showing off my top 10 recommended mods that will enhance your Ready or Not gameplay experience. Ready or Not in its vanilla state is still a very fun game, don't get me wrong, and I can completely understand someone not wanting to strive away from the unique experience. However, there are many areas of the game that could use improvement, especially if you're trying to make the game more realistic and immersive like myself. Even without a full SDK currently available for mod developers, the current mods that are available for Ready or Not truly do change the gameplay experience, and I've been running various different types of mods since the beta version of Ready or Not. Getting started here, first up on our list is going to be Gunfighter. Gunfighter is a mod aiming to provide a realistic gunfight experience in theory, covering CQB concepts and tactical thinking. It is intended to provide players with a comprehensive combat effectiveness enhancer and is also compatible with teams of various styles. Now, the Gunfighter mods can be complicated to say the least. There is the Gunfighter all-in-one package, which adds everything in one file, or you can pick and choose what mods you would like. There is so much to go through and cover here with Gunfighter, and Gunfighter has a lot of different options. I currently only use Gunfighter Basic, Gunfighter Device, Gunfighter Animation, Ballistic, the Doors mod, and Gunfighter NVG improvements. Now, this is all personal preference, and you can customize this to your liking if you would like, if you don't want the all-in-one package. But the reason I don't use the all-in-one package is because I'm not a huge fan of Gunfighter movement, which I'll talk about in a second. Now, the biggest thing you will primarily notice with Gunfighter is recoil control. In the vanilla version of Ready or Not, your firearms tend to have unrealistically high recoil. Gunfighter makes this more realistic. The mod also gives you a max of 25 equipment slots with all armor types, allowing you to carry a lot more gear rather than just the 13 items with light armor. Also, you'll notice the firearm POV in the non-ADS state is much lower and tilted inwards, which reminds me a lot of Ground Branch, and I think that looks really nice. With the Gunfighter Doors add-on, you'll notice that breaching shotguns now actually breach doors realistically, which is really cool. No more doors flinging open when you shoot them from across the map in any spot, which is awesome. The breaching shotgun also by default has a more vivid holding angle when holding it close to a lock, which looks nice. Gunfighter Device also adds two different types of 9-bangers. We've got the MK13 9-bang and the 7290 9-bang. With Gunfighter Device, you also get the ability to have added face and headwear. This gives you the option in equipment to add things like a gas mask with NVGs, a ballistic face mask with NVGs, anti-flash goggles, NVGs without being limited to the other face devices as well, which is really awesome. Gunfighter also offers a mod to improve night vision goggles, making your nods look much more realistic compared to the vanilla style ones. Now, with Gunfighter movement, this allows you to have a little bit faster movement speed, as well as a larger free look angle, which is more significant than the vanilla version. Now, the problem with Gunfighter movement, and the reason I don't use it, is that unfortunately it messes with the in-game animations. I don't know if this was fixed or not, but as far as I know, it messes with the in-game animations for the SWATs. I'm not a huge fan of this because it looks super goofy, especially because I'm doing content, so I've decided to leave this mod out. However, the other Gunfighter modification add-ons, like I was stating, they work awesome. Definitely like my number one top mod. If you're gonna pick a modification out of any of them that we showcase here, I'd say Gunfighter is an absolute. Next, we're looking at AI mods. Now, the current vanilla AI in Ready or Not has significantly improved with the latest hotfixes. However, I still find that I enjoy a more realistic feeling AI, and a new one that I would recommend would be Astral's revamped AI. I think I'm saying that correctly, Astral. Hopefully that's how I say that either way. I actually plan on doing doing a dedicated video for this one too. This is something we'll for sure get into soon with some gameplays. Now, Astral's revamped AI mod focuses on tweaking the existing AI behaviors to make every NPC perform more dynamic actions, while also changing up the existing levels and suspect equipment in order to provide a more vanilla plus style experience. You'll notice that civilians and suspects will now surrender more often, flee, take cover, and hide, while on some levels they will now have new behaviors as well. Now, this AI mod, in my opinion, is incredible for players who want a more immersive, realistic type experience for their suspect AI. I'd also recommend checking out Fig Tree's AI mod packs, as he offers a lot of different variety for all types of players, whether it's terrorist hunt or AI suspects with insane difficulty. He is super dedicated to making some really good AI mods. So I'll put Fig Tree's mod down below in the description as well. You guys can check that out too. Next, we've got Advanced Armory. Now, we just recently talked about this one, and I have to 100% recommend this mod for firearm and gear enthusiasts. Advanced Armory offers an expansive selection of high-quality firearm modifications. This mod allows you to create your ideal loadout with a diverse array of different attachment types, and this mod comes with a Daniel Defense 300 Blackout M4. Unfortunately, you can only modify and utilize the attachments on this custom rifle. The Daniel Defense is the only rifle you can customize all of these mods with. However, in the future, we will most likely see this compatible with other rifles as well. Next, we are looking at the Visceral Blood mod. Now, I've always thought the blood in Ready or Not looked absolutely fine the way it is. I've never had any complaints about realism with it or anything like that. However, when I saw this mod, I thought it really did capture realism on a different level. This mod completely overhauls the blood and gore within the game, giving you more realistic blood pools, animated blood spatter, and more realistic wounds. If you thought the game was visually detailed before, you'll definitely want to see the brutality you can create with these sharper and more intense blood textures. Next mod we're looking at is called No Mercy for Terrorists. Now, this mod is not for everybody, because I know a lot of people like the current rules of engagement and scoring system. However, as somebody who hates being penalized for shooting a suspect that is aiming their firearm at me, I really do enjoy a more relaxed system like this. Essentially, what this does, this mod removes unauthorized use of force against suspects. It also removes unauthorized use of deadly force against suspects, giving you a more relaxed use of force and not penalizing you for silly encounters. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've had a suspect point a firearm at my head. I shoot them and the game just yells at me for using unauthorized use of force. It is really hard to code a system, a flawless system rather, that is very close to real life use of force, and I totally understand that. So for me, it is better just to remove that portion altogether, and I think this mod is great for those who want that. The next mod we've got here is called Enhanced Ready or Not Visuals. Now, this mod aims to create a more visually appealing experience by disabling some post-processing effects and adding some post-processing effects to enhance the game's visuals. Chromatic aberrations, depth of field, lens flare, bloom, and the vignette effect has been disabled. Unfortunately, there's no way to customize this, but the fog and film grain effects are pretty crazy. It's nice to be able to disable that with this mod. This is one of those mods where I wish we did have customization options, but this is something I'd certainly use until something better comes out to replace it. Next, we've got the Patrol Officer mod. This mod isn't available on Nexus Mods or Mod.io anymore, but it is a highly sought after mod, and it's been that way for quite some time. The new Patrol Officer mod for the most updated version of Ready or Not gives you custom Patrol Officer style cosmetic options. You've got an LAPD style uniform, very similar to the LAPD Metropolitan Division, with various different styles of plate carriers and vests. You've also got a county sheriff style uniform, and this mod also gives you new hats, a few different versions of the uniform, and it's really awesome to have this ability to be able to, I guess, role play as a patrol officer rather than a SWAT officer. I've been using this mod for a lot of my most popular content that a lot of you guys have probably seen, and I have to say it is a lot of fun running this mod while doing the pistol only patrol challenge. Those are a lot of fun, and I would highly recommend this mod to anybody who enjoys cosmetics focused around law enforcement. Now, because it's not available on Mod.io or Nexus, there is a link down below where you can download this and try it out for yourself. The next mod we're looking at is the Better Red Dot mod. I'll be honest with you guys, I was running one of the best red dot mods for the longest time, and my main solid state drive actually died, unfortunately. And unfortunately, the mod was removed like way before that. I didn't even think to back it up. However, someone so generously created a mod very similar to that one called Better Red Dot mod. This mod gives you a much larger and brighter red dot, which is very much needed. I'm not sure what Void Interactive was thinking when they decided not to give us brightness options with the optics, but it is just absolutely horrendous in vanilla. The only exception is probably the EOTech, but this mod is an absolute must. I highly recommend picking this one up. Next, we are taking a look at the in-game menu modification. If you're not new to modding Ready or Not, you know why this mod is so popular. This is a required mod for various different popular mods available out there, but it also gives you a lot of accessibility and quality of life options. The mod features a level selector, settings menu, status/player menu, mod blueprint, loading menu, a server browser, custom map information, basic mod info, and the ability to increase the player lobby limit, which in my opinion is the main reason so many people get this mod. Either way, if you're looking to play in a multiplayer co-op lobby bigger than 5, this is the mod you'll want to pick up. Lastly, we have another cosmetic mod. This is the LSPD Shaw Concepts Arc 2 plate carrier. Now, the reason I recommend this mod is because we have very little cosmetics in the game that have patches. I'm not exactly sure why, but Void Interactive decided they didn't want vests that say police on them. This is one of the most high quality vest mods available right now, and it actually does say police on the back and on the front of the vest. Even if you aren't a big fan of this mod in particular, I'd highly recommend taking a look at the vast amount of cosmetic mods available for vests and clothing. You would be surprised how much more immersive your game is with a higher quality tactical clothing and gear. This goes the same with firearm mods as well. I know I didn't talk much about firearm mods in this video, but I have quite a few mods that completely reskin the vanilla guns, making them more detailed and realistic. Either way, even though they aren't featured mods for this video in particular, if you want to check out all the mods I've been using in my gameplays, this will all be listed down below. And that is going to be everything for this video. Thank you guys so much for sticking through it to the end. Let me know what you guys think about my top 10 recommended mods for Ready or Not. Everything that I stated in this video is listed down below in the description for you guys. Thank you so much again, and we will see you in the next video.